Hello, welcome back. This is Shamil Sajjad here, and you have come to the Finbus channel. This is where you find in-depth content on business and finance. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, share the content of this channel with your friends, press the bell icon to receive timely notifications on videos, and also keep visiting and keep coming back. This is the second video of our mutual fund series, and today we will be talking about debt mutual funds. Debt mutual funds are those mutual funds which predominantly invest in debt instruments like certificate of deposits, bonds, debentures, and treasury bills. The idea behind debt mutual funds is to provide the investors with a decent or nominal rate of return while protecting their capital base. Debt mutual funds don't invest in instruments that assume risks like business risk and ownership risk. Debt mutual funds try to give the investors a superior level of return when compared to bank deposits. The first type of debt mutual funds are gilt funds. Gilt funds invest the money in gilt securities. Gilt securities are securities issued by the government, and treasury bills. Treasury bills are securities which has got a maturity of less than 1 year and is auctioned by the central bank. Gilt funds have the least possible level of risk in the market because the securities are issued by the government, and these securities have the least possible default risk. The best performing gilt funds in India are SBI Magnum Gilt Fund, Nippon India Gilt Securities Fund, SBI Magnum Constant Maturity Fund, UTI Gilt Fund, Aditya Birla Sun Life Government Securities Fund. The second type of debt mutual funds are diversified debt mutual funds. Diversified debt mutual funds invest in a combination of government and non-government securities. Non-government debt securities are issued by companies and corporations. By trying to diversify into non-government securities, these type of debt mutual funds are trying to increase the possible rate of return provided to the investors. The best performing diversified debt funds in India are SBI Dynamic Bond Fund, SBI Magnum Income Fund, SBI Magnum Constant Maturity Fund, IDFC Dynamic Bond Fund, and ICICI Prudential Bond Fund. The third type of debt mutual funds are fixed maturity plans. Fixed maturity plans are those plans which have a maturity period that is closely related to the securities in which they are invested in. Once the new fund offer or the NFO is closed, one cannot invest in a fixed maturity plan. Fixed maturity plans are an alternative to fixed deposits in banks and tend to give a higher rate of return than the fixed deposits. The 5 best performing fixed maturity plans are ICICI Prudential Fixed Maturity Plan, IDFC Fixed Term Plan, Nippon India Fixed Horizon Fund XLI, Reliance Fixed Horizon Fund XLI, SBI Fixed Maturity Plan. The fourth type of debt mutual funds are floating rate funds. Floating rate funds are those mutual funds in which the rate of interest that is payable to the investors will differ according to the market rate of interest. For example, if a fund describes its return as the yield on 5-year government security plus 1%, it will pay a return of 6% when the yield on a 5-year government security is 5%. If the 5-year government security is paying only 4%, the effective yield from this particular fund will be 5%. The advantage of such schemes is that the fluctuation in NAV is on the lesser side because the interest receivable in such funds is always in line with the market. The best 5 floating rate funds are Nippon India Floating Rate Fund, Aditya Birla Sun Life Floating Rate Fund, ICICI Prudential Floating Interest Fund, HDFC Floating Rate Debt Fund, Franklin India Floating Rate Fund. The fifth type of debt mutual funds are liquid schemes. Liquid schemes are those schemes which invest their money only in money market instruments. Money market instruments are debt securities which has got a maturity period of less than 91 days. So, people and companies with short term funds at their disposal put their money in liquid schemes to earn a return in the short term. After gilt funds, liquid schemes are the least risky of all mutual fund schemes. The best liquid schemes are Aditya Birla Sun Life Liquid Fund, Nippon India Liquid Fund, Axis Liquid Fund, Tata Liquid Fund, ICICI Prudential Liquid Fund. The sixth type of debt mutual funds are corporate bond funds. Corporate bond funds invest in the bonds and debentures issued by companies and corporations. These have a higher rate of risk compared to government securities, but the higher rate of risk is compensated by the higher rate of interest that they offer. Corporate bond funds select companies with a high credit rating for investments. The best five corporate bond funds are HDFC Corporate Bond Fund, ABSL Corporate Bond Fund, Franklin India Corporate Debt Fund, ICICI Prudential Corporate Bond Fund, Kotak Corporate Bond Fund. I hope this video was useful to you in understanding the different types of debt mutual fund schemes available in the market. We will come again with different types of hybrid mutual fund schemes in this series of mutual fund schemes. Please do subscribe to this channel, share it with like-minded people, and also press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any important information. Thank you. See you again next time.